This video was sponsored by Kershaw, Next Level Pocket Knives. Use discount code 20archery23 for 20% off at kershawknives.com. Hey Archery Talk, this is Lucas, and today is Chrono Day, and that means I've got all 4 of our hunting bows in for the 2023 Hunting Bow Shootout, and I'm going to run them all through the chronograph. I've got 2 different arrows to play with. We've got a 350 grain gold tip platinum pierce and a 499 grain Victory RIP SS. The 4 bows, in the order I've got them, are the Bowtech SR350, the Mathews Phase 429, the Elite Omnia, and the Prime REVEX 4. I've also got all these bows set up to the best of my ability, as close to 70 pounds of draw weight as I can get them, and as close to 30 inches in draw length. There is some variance in the draw length. The Bowtech is coming in at about 30 3/8 inches, and I'm going to check my notes here. The Prime REVEX is 30 1/8, and the Elite Omnia is 30 1/4, and the Mathews is 30 bang on. That's actually with a 29.5 inch module, but Mathews tends to run about a 1/2 inch long. And so now let's go to the chronograph and look at the results. So first up through the chronograph was the Bowtech SR350, and with the lighter arrow, we saw speeds of 342, 342, and 342 feet per second. And with the heavier arrow, we shot 289 feet a second all 3 times. This is plenty fast. This bow has an IBO rated speed of 350 feet a second, so it's coming in about 8 feet a second slow, but it is plenty fast. So the next one we tested was the Mathews Phase 429. This one has an IBO rated speed of 340 seconds. And when I ran the lighter arrow through the chronograph, I saw speeds of 326, 326, and 327 feet per second. And with the heavier arrow, we saw speeds of 277 feet per second all 3 times. The next bow through the chronograph was the Elite Omnia. This bow has an IBO rated speed of 347 feet per second, and in our testing with the lighter arrow, we saw speeds of 339, 339, and 338 feet per second. And with the heavier arrow, we saw 289 feet per second all 3 times. The last bow up is the Prime REVEX 4, which has an IBO rated speed of 340 feet per second. In our testing, we saw speeds with the lighter arrow of 328, 327, and 328 feet per second. And with the heavier arrow, we saw speeds of 279, 279, and 278 feet per second. I just threw an awful lot of numbers at you, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit clearer and put them all together. After all of the testing, the fastest bow we shot today was the Bowtech SR350 at 342 feet per second with the lighter arrow and 289 feet per second with the heavier arrow. Keep in mind, however, that this bow has a slight draw length advantage over the other bows we shot at 30 3/8 inches, but so that might make a small difference over in the overall kind of standings. In second place was the Elite Omnia, the other speed bow we shot this year, and that one ended up at 339 feet per second with the lighter arrow, and also oddly tied at 289 feet a second with the heavier arrow. So it was 3 feet a second slower with the light arrow, but had the exact same speed with the heavier arrow. I'm sure there are some science whizzes out there that can tell me why that is. I'm just not that guy. Third place on our list was the Prime REVEX 4. That just edged out the Mathews at 328 feet per second with the lighter arrow and 279 feet per second with the heavier arrow. And in 4th place was the Mathews Phase 429. And that ended up with 326 with the lighter arrow and 277 feet per second with the heavier arrow. The bottom line is all 4 of these bows are plenty fast enough for any hunting need realistically, especially with someone who's got a longer draw length like I do. That's gobs of speed and more than almost anyone's ever going to need. But if you really are hunting those extra feet per second, the 2 speed bows are going to get you there. Just keep in mind you're going to have to pay for it with the draw cycle. I've done a previous video on that. You can check the channel yourself to see what I thought about the 4 draw cycles of these bows. But for now, Archer Talk, that's about all I got for you. So please do like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel an awful lot, and we'll see you again soon with the reviews.